السلام عليكم. ميدل 1 ان شاء الله. انا بسجل لكم الحصه ان شاء الله عشان خاطر انتم ما دخلتوش. تمام. let's start this video ان شاء الله about unit 1. okay, first we will share screen. Now you see the screen. Let's start about structure of atom. I'll show you a video and then observe very well. Then we will answer some questions together, inshallah.
Constitution.
You show my screen now. Okay. Listen to this video very well. Then, inshallah, we will answer some questions together as a revision on Unit 1.
Of atomic nucleus. Number of protons present in the nucleus is called its atomic number, Z, while the sum of masses of protons, that is Z, and neutrons, N, present in the nucleus is called atomic mass. Z plus N is also called the atomic weight or the atomic mass number. Atomic number is the characteristic of an element. If the atomic number of an element, such as lithium, is increased by 1, then a new element called beryllium is obtained. Similarly, if the number of neutrons is increased by 1 in lithium, keeping the number of protons fixed or constant, the element lithium does not change, but its atomic mass. The atomic mass can be different. These atoms are called isotopes. Another example of isotopes is hydrogen and deuterium, which have the same number of protons and different number of neutrons in its nucleus. For this reason, atoms of the same element having different weights are placed together in one place of the periodic table, according to its atomic number. Arrangement of electrons around the nucleus. To study the arrangement of the outer electrons is more important than explaining the chemical properties of atoms. Rutherford was first to propose a model for the hydrogen atom in which the electrons were moving in a circular orbit around the protons in the nucleus. Later on, Niels Bohr, in light of the quantum theory, proposed another nucleus. This model was based mainly on the study of hydrogen spectra.
اوكي ميدل 1. مش شرط ان احنا نكون كل المعلومات في الفيديو خدناها. تمام. Let's continue the video. The second video about density. I'll show you this video, then answer inshallah questions together. You remember density? Density equal mass divided volume. The unit of mass, gram. The unit of volume, cubic centimeter. Okay, let's see this video and observe.
Density, part 1. Objectives. To understand the concept of density. To find the density of different substances. Here we have a block of iron and a pile of cotton. What is the similarity between the two? On placing each of them on a weighing scale, we find that both have a mass of 1 kilogram.
Here we see cotton and the cube of any metal. The same, you observe the same mass. We use balance to know the mass. Okay, let's continue.
But still, 1 kilogram of cotton occupies more space than 1 kilogram of iron. Have you ever wondered what makes this difference?
You can tell me difference in what? The same mass or different in what? This different, huh?
This is because of an important physical property of matter called density. experiment to understand the concept of density. Consider two boxes, A and B, of unit dimensions. On placing them on two pans of a beam balance, they register equal mass. But now, put about 500 marbles in A and about 100 in B. Place them on either sides of the beam balance. You will find that box A weighs more than box B. We know this because box A contains more number of marbles than the box B. Hence, we can say that the boxes have unit volume, but still differ in their masses. Or the mass per unit volume of box A is more than that of box B. In other words, density of box A is more than that of box B. Hence, the density of a substance is defined as the amount of mass contained in unit volume of a substance. Similarly, in a substance like iron which has more density, the atoms are more closely packed than in a substance like cotton which has less density. Hence, the same mass of a more dense substance will occupy less space than the same mass of a less dense substance. Due to this reason, equal masses of iron and cotton occupy different volumes. Mathematically, density is equal to mass M upon volume V. The SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cubed, and CGS unit is gram per centimeter cubed. It should be noted that every material has a fixed value of density. For example, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cubed. But how do we find the density of a given substance? Density can be found by dividing mass of the substance with its volume. Suppose we want to find the density of this iron block. It has a length, breadth, and height of 5 centimeters each. We can also calculate its volume, which is 125 centimeters cubed.
طبعا this is regular body, okay? Regular object, not irregular. This regular.
By placing it on a weighing scale, we find its mass to be 975 grams. Now, placing the values in the formula, we get the density of iron as 7.8 grams per centimeter cubed. What if we need to find the density of this irregular shaped copper piece? By placing it on a weighing scale, we find its mass to be 1,780 grams. Now, after taking a measuring cylinder containing water, we put the copper piece into it.
This irregular object, okay?
The difference between the initial and final volumes gives the volume of the copper piece, which is 200 centimeter cubed. Hence, the density of copper is 8.9 grams per centimeter cubed. The density of liquids can also be found. Consider a liquid like kerosene. First, take the mass of the vessel without the liquid, which comes to about 50 grams. Now, take the total mass. That is 450 grams. Finally, subtract mass of the vessel from total mass. Its volume can be found by pouring the liquid into a measuring cylinder. That is 500 centimeter cubed. Now, by dividing the mass and volume, we can find the density of kerosene, that is 0.8 grams per centimeter cubed. In a similar way, we can find the density of various substances. Hence, we have seen that the density is the amount of mass contained in a unit volume of a substance.
After watching this video, let's continue the next slide. Okay. طبعا here we have a small summary for unit 1. Let's review together matter construction. Okay. We can differentiate in this lesson. We can differentiate between silver or iron or gold by the physical property. It's a color, and we can differentiate between flour and sugar by the taste, oil or vinegar by smell. What are physical properties? Density, melting and boiling point, hardness, electrical conductivity, thermal conductivity, chemical activity of metals. Okay, let's start with density. We watch the video, okay, then we will, inshallah, answer some questions. Let's review density. Density equal mass divided volume. So density equal mass divided volume. Volume equal, we hide volume equal mass divided density. Mass equal, when we hide mass, there is density times volume. What is the unit of density? Mass, gram per cubic centimeter. Now, this is activity for density, which substances float and which substances sink. Okay. طبعا we see wood, cork, ice, oil, all of these substances float and wax or nail sink. Okay. Melting point, it is the temperature at which substances changes from solid to liquid. This is melting point, not melting process. When he say melting process, the change of matter from solid into liquid. But melting point, the temperature, the first word, the temperature at which substances changes from solid to liquid. Boiling point, the substance changes from liquid into gaseous state at the temperature. يبقى لازم يقول لي كلمة temperature. Next, hardness. There are soft substances and some solid substances need heat to be softened and don't melt by heating. Okay. طبعا عندنا في difference between electric conductors and electric insulators. Very active metals. What are very active metals? Sodium and potassium. They are kept in or under surface of kerosene. There are less active metals: iron, aluminum, copper. Inactive metal: silver and gold. Okay, this is exercise number 1. We have finished together before these exercises. Let's continue lesson 2 about matter construction. Molecules, the smallest building unit of matter that can exist freely. Then properties of molecule, intermolecular forces, intermolecular spaces. Okay. Molecule of element, molecules of compound. What is the difference? This is similar atoms, this is different atoms. How can we know number of atoms? How many elements and atoms? To count the elements, count the capital letter. To count atoms, count the lower number of atoms. Okay. Atomic structure, we have here the chemical symbols of important elements. You should memorize or keep in your mind each symbol and its name of element. Okay. Structure of atom, we have inside the nucleus of the atom protons and neutrons. Protons positive and neutrons neutral. And around the nucleus there are electrons negatively charged. Okay, let's answer some questions. You have this final revision I take you before. Okay, Complete number one, unit of volume is what and that of mass is what? Volume, cubic centimeter, mass, gram. Density is what unit volume? Uh, Density is what unit volume of a substance and its unit is what? It is what of unit volume? Hmm, Mass of unit volume. Because density equal mass divided volume. And its unit is gram per cubic centimeter. An alloy of what used in making joules? What an alloy of what used in making a heater? Coils. An alloy of what used to making cooking utensils? You know or remember gold and copper alloy making joules. Coils or heater coils making what? What alloy? Nickel chrome. What is used in making cooking utensils or tools? Utensils like tools. What is used in making cooking tools? Huh? Aluminum. Okay. Holder of light bulbs in street are painted from time to time in order to protect them from huh? Can tell me Saga or Iyad? Excellent. Holder painted to protect them from rust. Substances that conduct heat and electricity as what and what? Conduct heat and electricity. Conduct heat and electricity. Iron, copper, while bad conductors of substances, what and what? Bad conductor, another name like insulators, okay? Wood, glass, paper, wood, anything. We know equal masses of different substances, equal masses. You watch the video. Equal masses, when we balance a cube of iron and cotton, they are equal masses of different substances. We have cotton and iron, have different what? One of them big in size and the other small in size, so they are different in size. So another hand, on the other hand, equal volumes of different substances have different what? Different masses. When you say volume, I say mass. When you say mass, I say volume. Okay, what is the temperature at which? He starts with the temperature at which matter change from solid into liquid. From solid into liquid, this is boiling or melting. This is melting point, not melting process. Okay, the matter is composed of different units called molecule. What these units are considered different units called atoms. That's enough today. I have another session. Thank you very much, Saga and إياد. Okay, المرة الجاية إن شاء الله تكونوا موجودين معايا. Thank you very much. I'll forward you at the WhatsApp group the homework إن شاء الله. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Netherlands.